told the group that is doing outreach, I said, please, if you confine yourself to health, you're going to do me a great disservice. Please attack each and every issue that crops up. The bottom line is try to make an impact. Don't confine yourself to areas medical.
Education being the next big thrust of Santokpa, 4 children have been granted scholarships for a year initially with the Initiative for Viable Education in Amritsar. 4 other children are sponsored through Sahyog Sanstha, an NGO that holistically develops socially deprived children.
हमारे आसपास और भी बच्चे हैं जो स्कूल नहीं जाते हैं। ये उनको बोलती भी हूँ, आंटी इनको पढ़ाओ, पढ़ाते नहीं हैं। पढ़ेंगे तो अच्छा तो लगेगा।
मेरे पापा गाड़ी साफ करते हैं, मेरे मम्मी पोछा झाड़ू करते हैं। स्कूल आना अच्छा लगता है।
So education is important, fun is important. Making HIV kids feel that they are part of society, that they are not to be shunned or eschewed or ostracized. I think that is important. And when you ask them what they really wanted to do, they wanted to go to McDonald's for an evening. It's all about providing the little inputs of joy and happiness that you can.
Not only is a child's education sponsored at Faith, but Santokpa undertook to vaccinate all the children against hepatitis B, typhoid and chickenpox.
We didn't have a clearly spelled out strategy, we didn't have a line of action, we didn't have a blueprint. We just had a heart and we had gut instinct and we had fervor and passion.
This gut instinct gave birth to what is possibly Outreach's most heartening initiative. Called Nanhi Chha, our volunteers found a novel way of welcoming life by presenting mothers with another fragile living being. Each new mother is given a sapling to nurture, cherish and bring up with her very own precious daughter.
A girl is welcome in a family twice. Once when she is born, once she comes as a dulhan when she is married. So rather than giving them a blessing and a prasad which is eaten and consumed there, they decided that give them samplings which is cherished as the God's blessings and they are looked after. So girl is looked after, the sapling is looked after and we are able to tell them the importance of girl child.
One factor is missing from the psyche of the Indian family, the DNA of the Indian child, is health as a positive. Unless sports becomes a way of life, we will not have health as a positive. I wanted to take a step in the direction of sports tournaments.
Starting with the tennis tournament for the doctors of Jaipur, the aim was to get people out of their homes and get moving. Promoting health through sports was only one side of the coin. Finding, nurturing and promoting new sporting talent was the other side of the same coin.
During the tennis tournament in the summer that we conducted, we spotted a young boy called Shashikant from Jodhpur.
मैं बहुत ही गरीब परिवार का हूँ। मेरे पापा टैक्सी ड्राइवर है। मैं बैंक में पानी पिलाने का काम करता था। मैंने टीवी में टेनिस देखा कि ये तो मैं भी खेल सकता हूँ। बैंक में से जो पैसे मिलते थे वो बचा के फिर टेनिस का रैकेट लेके आया। मैं रैकेट तो लेके आ गया, फिर खेलूँगा कहाँ पर?
He did not have 300 rupees to pay his coach. So he worked as a peon, he studied as a student, he learned tennis as a trainee and he worked his way through 1.5 years and played brilliant tennis.
फिर योगी सर ने देखा मुझे तो बोला है कि आप फटे हुए जूतों में कैसे खेलता हूँ? कि मैं तो खेल लेता हूँ, ऐसे ही मन लगा के खेलता हूँ, नीचे ध्यान ही नहीं देता हूँ। योगी सर ने बोला आप बहुत अच्छा खेलते हो, हम आपको जो भी सुविधा चाहिए वो हम आपको देंगे। कोचेस की जो फीस होती है वो और योगी सर खुद खिलाते हैं सुबह मुझे। जहाँ मैं अभी खड़ा हूँ ये तो सारा योगी सर पे जाता है।
And this guy is a transformed kid. You know, you see the joy in his eyes and you see the spring in his step. And I want to do things like this through our sports program. Identify poor, talented kids and give them a start.
With so many of its goals already scaled within the first year of outreach functioning, much more still remains to be done. Work has begun on a micro-health insurance model so that a corpus is built up to provide quality medical care to the masses. A customized medical van will soon be ready to treat urban slum dwellers and the economically weaker sections of society.
What I feel is, you know, where was I all these years? What was I wasting my time with corporate India for? But then I discovered the hospital. And once I was in the hospital, I discovered outreach. I'm not involved with the business and I'm just focused on rural healthcare and rural poor and camps and villages. I'll march to the music I hear because it's not even given to everyone to hear that music.
What the late Padma Shri Khel Shankar Durlabji started as a single musical refrain has today grown into a powerful orchestral crescendo.
If my father were alive today and if I would ask him to look critically at the various components of my life, I think the one program that would give him the greatest joy would be outreach, because that would be closest to his heart.